President Donald Trump is currently navigating a hostile political climate, with record-low approval ratings driven by an ongoing war with Iran and significant economic strain. Historically, when an incumbent administration faces these specific negative variables, their party suffers massive losses during midterm elections. But the upcoming midterms are defying that pattern. Current polling data indicates that despite these massive political headwinds, Republicans possess a structural advantage to retain control of the House. To see why the national mood isn't translating into political shifts, we must look past fluctuating line graphs and examine the actual geography of congressional maps. Recent legal changes have shifted political power away from popular sentiment, making traditional popularity metrics obsolete. This structural shift began at the Supreme Court, following a landmark ruling that limited the reach of the Voting Rights Act. Specifically, the ruling removed federal guardrails that previously required certain states to get approval before changing their electoral maps. The removal of that oversight created a sudden legal vacuum, granting state legislatures the freedom to redraw their congressional districts with a level of aggression the law once prohibited. State lawmakers now treat gerrymandering as an overt structural weapon, using the redistricting process to build a permanent partisan advantage. By moving the primary battle for the midterms out of the ballot boxes and into closed-door map rooms, these lawmakers have changed how political control is won. The fallout moved quickly to the states, beginning with demographic manipulation in Tennessee. The state legislature there utilized a tactic called cracking, breaking up a majority black district and scattering its voters across several opposing districts, effectively neutralizing their collective voting power. In places like Alabama and Louisiana, the strategy relies heavily on legal endurance. Lawmakers in these states are continuing to use newly drawn partisan maps while dragging out active voting rights lawsuits, ensuring boundaries stay locked in through the midterm cycle. Virginia followed a different path, where the state Supreme Court intervened to reject new proposals for competitive maps, handing the advantage back to incumbents. The mathematical result is an electoral system engineered to absorb massive popular vote swings without changing who holds the seats. While these are local battles, they represent a recurring national pattern, creating a defensive wall protecting political power from public opinion. This means that for many districts, the winner is effectively decided months before a single citizen casts their vote. When a district is structurally engineered for a specific outcome, lawmakers lose the incentive to govern for a broad popular majority. Because these seats are insulated from general election swings, politicians often cater exclusively to their most partisan base, which accelerates extreme polarization. The competition for control of the House has transitioned away from a campaign of political persuasion and into a technical arms race over geographic boundaries. A counter-movement of data scientists is now using that same technology to fight back, building algorithms that can identify biased maps and provide the evidence needed for court challenges. But until those challenges succeed, a politician's national popularity will remain secondary to the lines we draw.